everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
And never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brayley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. I know what you're thinking. Right, you up early? I am. I have some time. I have some energy, so we're going to talk about it. Sincerely, I would just think at this point, right? You say you've done nothing wrong. You say you do media, although in the court of law, it was determined by the judge that you're not new media, and you were liable for defamation after everybody told you on here, there, and everywhere of a platform that you should not celebrate too early because you don't know what's going to happen after court, that people got the right to file appeals. Well, oh no, you're the smart one, right? Megan the Stallion has posted her response. And if you're wondering about the thumbnail, Daisy, okay? I'm not black, I'm OJ. And then, of course, New York has dreams that will inspire you. Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I love you utilizing wordplay with y'all, so let's get to it because higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. Oh, my God. Good morning to the one person here. Good morning to the other person that came through. Appreciate both of y'all. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music, rather? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it out right. But whatever you do, the daylight. And a lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I say,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot
happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen Moves and to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely around this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Good to see all of you here. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. So we're going to kick it off with this article from me. Take out. I can't. Now, we did talk about Milagro's response to the $75,000 judgment, right? But here it is to get you all up. Okay, here we go. MediaTakeout.com. Milagro Gramz makes new bid to escape $75,000 Megan Thee Stallion payout. Milagro Gramz is asking a federal court to wipe out the $75,000 judgment. Wait a minute, so you're... You're asking for a judgment to be wiped out when that was going to be the original judgment anyway. Because if you remember, the jury determined that Milagro was not liable for defamation and that she was not new media. So it went from $75,000 down to $59,000. But when it was determined by the judge, which the judge was supposed to determine if she was new media the whole time, and we all know she was liable for defamation anyway, and that got reinstated, went back up to $75,000. So you're asking for a federal court to wipe out the $75,000 judgment that was already going to be the judgment. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. By the way, in the last court documents that we read, Milagro Gramz is accusing the judge, right, of being too close to the case allegedly via the connection of her husband being at a law firm that is connected to Desiree Perez from Rock Nation. I mean, just Grasping at straws, darlings, just grasping at straws, just grasping at straws. I'm like, okay, do you not know that law firms have many clients, or many different clients rather? Like the people that represent you for free, they have other clients too, but those other clients can actually pay them. Because you said, I quote, if we make fun of you for not being able to pay your lawyers, you might retweet that shit. That's what you said. But you said, you know, everything's on the mic, so I know what I'm saying. Okay, all right. Just, you don't know when that mic is going to come back around like a boomerang, in the words of JoJo CY. She owes Megan Thee Stallion weeks after a judge rejected her claim that she could not afford to pay. Gramz, whose legal name is Milagro Cooper, now alleges that ties involving Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez, the law firm Holland and Knight, and the judge created an undisclosed conflict, according to All Hip Hop. It's interesting that she wants to claim undisclosed conflict when she was sitting with the family during the trial, and she was standing with the family during the press conference. She wasn't with the media side. And there's DMs of her talking to Tory Lanez, and also to her getting money for Tory Lanez's daddy. Okay? And Tory Lanez himself. So it's just like, girl, you want to talk about conflict? Pot me kettle. Like, sincerely. God, this is as worse as PDF academics saying that Roc Nation is caring about him and trying to take him down, this, that, and the third. Child, Jay-Z is a billionaire that could buy your whole platform, buy you as a slave, and put you in a whole contract that your soul is swallowed up down to Hades Town. By the way, shout out to Hades Town, the musical. That'll be coming to theaters on July 24th. I saw a trailer for it here this morning before I got on tour with all of you. It looks like a great musical. On Musical. Shout out to Miss Darbus from High School Musical. Yes, indeed. All right, let's continue on. I can't do it. I can't. Megan sued Gramz in October 2024, accusing the blogger of acting as a paid mouthpiece for Tory Lanez, who is serving a 10-year prison sentence for powering the rapper in 2020. A Miami jury found Gramz liable on 3 counts, including defamation and distributing a deepfake video, and awarded Megan $75,000. In June, Gramz asked to pause payment while she appealed, saying she was self-employed, had no steady income, and could not afford a bond. Judge Cecilia Antonga denied the request, finding that Gramz had not shown she was likely to succeed. Then here's the clip of Gramz here.
I always said her ass was lying. Bitch, I don't. You think I feel sorry for the bitch? I don't.
I don't.
The fuck? A bitch fuck with my nigga, I'ma slap that hoe. And whatever come after it, come after it. The fuck is you talking about? So no, I don't feel no ways about it. Do I feel bad? No.
Wait, Milagro, can you say that 2 more times for the people? Go ahead.
I always said her ass was lying. Bitch, I don't. You think I feel sorry for the bitch? I don't.
I don't.
The fuck? A bitch fuck with my nigga, I'ma slap that hoe. And whatever come after it, come after it. The fuck is you talking about? So no, I don't feel no ways about it. Do I feel bad? No.
One more time.
I always said her ass was lying. Bitch, I don't. You think I feel sorry for the bitch? I don't.
I don't.
The fuck? A bitch fuck with my nigga, I'ma slap that hoe. And whatever come after it, come after it. The fuck is you talking about? So no, I don't feel no ways about it. Do I feel bad? No.
Child. So, would it be right for Megan to feel the same way that she don't feel no ways tired about you either? And that if you come after what's hers, she's going to slap that hoe, whatever comes after it, comes after it? And that she doesn't believe you either? You see how words have life? Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm getting a call from Milagro Gramz this morning. I didn't know she would be up and out this early, but apparently she has something to say. Go ahead.
And then
not only that, I had to play the part of a po nigga.
My God.
You got people on this motherfucking internet calling me broke when the average American makes $50,000. When you supposed to make 3 times your motherfucking rent in the month to stay at certain places and rent damn near $3,000. Y'all found out that I had a contract with Station Head. So how much I made a year at least? You tell me. But I still had to play the part of the ghetto ass, broke ass hoe because I'm up here against a multi-million-dollar motherfucking company. And you got the motherfucking internet sitting up saying, yeah, bitch, you broke. Bitch, who? Since when is a bitch with her personality who is able to take care of her family? Who was, because you know I lost that contract, who was making 6 figures? How the fuck is that a broke hoe? How? And then, not only that, I had to play the part of a po nigga.
This is what she said. I did.
You got people on this motherfucking internet calling me broke when the average American makes $50,000. When you supposed to make 3 times your motherfucking rent in the month to stay at certain places and rent damn near $3,000. Y'all found out that I had a contract with Station Head. So how much I made a year at least? You tell me. But I still had to play the part of the ghetto ass, broke ass hoe because I'm up here against a multi-million-dollar motherfucking company. And you got the motherfucking internet sitting up saying, yeah, bitch, you broke. Bitch, who? Since when is a bitch with her personality who is able to take care of her family? Who was, because you know I lost that contract, who was making 6 figures? How the fuck is that a broke hoe? How? And then, not only that, I had to play the part of a po nigga. You got people on this motherfucking internet calling me broke when the average American makes $50,000. When you supposed to make 3 times your motherfucking rent in the month to stay at certain places and rent damn near $3,000.
That she can't pay the $75,000.
Y'all found out that I had a contract with Station Head. So how much I made a year at least? You tell me.
That's true. I'm married.
But I still had to play the part of the ghetto ass, broke ass hoe because I'm up here against a multi-million-dollar motherfucking company. And you got the motherfucking internet sitting up saying, yeah, bitch, you broke. Bitch, who? Since when is a bitch with her personality who is able to take care of her family? Who was, because you know I lost that contract, who was making 6 figures? How the fuck is that a broke hoe? How? And then,
nope, you're good, child. You said 3 times. We heard you. Okay, now let's get back to the article. Here we go, everybody. Her new filing seeks to eliminate the judgment entirely. Gramz claimed Holland and Knight previously represented Meghan and Rock Nation, while one of its lawyers once served on a jury pool committee appointed by Untunga. She cites the 1988 Supreme Court case, Leachyberg versus Health Services Acquisition Corp. in support of her request. The filing does not, I repeat, does not stop the collection of the $75,000. Meghan's legal team has not publicly responded. She has responded. I have the documents. We're gonna get into those live. But I was up and out, and Couture Page got a video for us. So let's watch, because my God, today. Here we go.
I like the drama. Can't you, bro?
Hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl, Brat, going live with the Read Talk and Bay Squad. We have to talk about Armon Wiggins reading Milagro Gramz for self. I'm talking about down to the ground. But before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So let's just go to how I found this video. First things first, I feel like Armon has unblocked me because I have been blocked on social media since we had our back and forth. It wasn't a beef because he was just upset because I said something about him that I was right about. Neither here nor there. But the fact that I saw this on X, I'm like, oh, I must be unblocked. Ooh, this is good. I saw this today. So let's get into this clip.
So he thinks he's a smart bitch. Okay, well, go to the front of the class and explain to us why the fuck we sitting up here both looking crazy.
Oh, hang on. Both of y'all looking crazy. Let's see here. Armon Wiggins. How does he look crazy? Was on a whole show on Fox, so even though the show went to Ish, he was on the actual show. Let's see, Nancy Grace, TMZ. He was just on Shade Room Live not too long ago. It's been quoted in Vanity Fair, Hollywood Reporter. He was on a list for a Hot 97 to potentially be their new morning radio personality. Okay, the Armon Wiggins morning show could have happened. And didn't you cry about that list? You did. And you were wondering, why am I getting blackballed and stuff? Armon Wiggins don't got paid $75,000. Then you sit down with Tossaway K, and it's just like, and listen, I know that you, right? And I'm trying to think who else. It's you, Always a Loser, DL Whisperer, right? Y'all are weighing, right, to be on the Tasha K morning show. And Beth Being Beautifully Honest is going to be a producer on the show. I know you're waiting for that morning show. That morning show ain't never going to happen with y'all. Okay, I just want to keep it a buck with y'all. Oh, and throw in Amber Rose as a co-host as well. Oh, actually, let me replace Amber Rose with Nicki Minaj. So the Tasha K morning show. Let me say this on the big screen, y'all. I'm being so facetious when I say this, but Milagro Gramz is playing on the Tasha K morning show, which is going to start Tasha K, Nicki Minaj, Milagro Gramz, Always a Loser, and DL Whisperer. With Beth Being Beautifully Honest being the producer of the show. That's what she's weighing on, but it can't, it won't, and never will happen. And like I said to Oceanic Trade Winds, I don't get why you would sign Tossaway K. Like, you do realize, like, if she does the same thing on her nationally syndicated radio show with Nicki Minaj, Milagro Gramz, Always a Loser, and DL Whisperer, along with Beth Being Beautifully Honest as a producer, if she does that on her show, you do realize that lawsuit is also going to have y'all name on it, right? Now, I could be petty to Rick Party and say that Rick Party would deserve to be a part of the lawsuit, but I'm not going to do that. But I do question you, Rick Party, because it's like, bruh, do you know if you were to have said that on the Rick Party morning show, the Rick Party show, podcast, what have you, brother, you would have got sued too. Like, it ain't cool to say that a mother and her child have a STD. But she can get a big deal like that. Child, I don't get it. And then I saw a video of Michelle Stallion, who, you know, she does good work, right? But in the same token, like, she was boosting up Tasha K. Like, boom, 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 boom. And it's just like, do you not realize that it's not cool to say that a child and her mother have an STD? Like, and listen, I get it. You got your thing with, you know, Junkie Dineva, everything else. I'm not saying Michelle Taylor doesn't have legitimate complaints, but I'm about right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay, so let's get back to this. But yeah, shall I keep going down the list, right, of the many things that you've done, including Revenge P about Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk that you did, that you showcased CP on a Zoom call. You got a whole nother lawsuit where you and the mob raped 2 men, allegedly. My God, today I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. But those are some of the reasons. Oh, also too, let me not forget the brother that you said piled up Rihanna's house when he did not. You called him retarded, and you also said that he was allegedly mentally ill. And then need I remind you, Heifer, of what you said? Let me pull up. Let me just pull up the platform. Because it's just like, girl, you really have to be that damn stupid. Give me a moment. Now, this was with Diane McClurkin. This was with Diane McClurkin, right? And I just want y'all to hear this. I'm gonna play it 3 times for y'all. Now, you would think after being sued for SA, you and the mob stands for moving on broken, dilapidated, and decrepit behavior. You would think I would just shut up. But this is what she had to say about this brother who allegedly got raped by Diane McClurkin. I just want you to listen to this.
When you're over 18,
hang on.
If you, this doesn't make no sense. Now, between me and you, when you're over 18, if you don't have a mental disability and you keep going by somebody and y'all supposed to be praying to get away, but he keeps on grabbing your dick, thereby doing gay shit, why did you keep going over there? How did he end up? Because we're using the word rape. How did he end up getting to that? This was an escalation. They talking about this man is alleging he was raped for about 10 years. Groomed and raped over the course of 10 years. Did you have a phone? Did you want to call 911 and maybe hesitate on the last one?
Yeah, she said that out of her own mouth. I want you to listen to it again.
This doesn't make no sense. Now, between me and you, when you're over 18, if you don't have a mental disability and you keep going by somebody and y'all supposed to be praying to get away, but he keeps on grabbing your dick, thereby doing gay shit, why did you keep going over there? How did he end up? Because we're using the word rape. How did he end up getting to that? This was an escalation. They talking about this man is alleging he was raped for about 10 years. Groomed and raped over the course of 10 years. Did you have a phone? Did you want to call 911 and maybe hesitate on the last one?
One more.
What the hell is going on?
Just one more time. Just one more time.
How does an adult male with access get groomed in a situation like this? One would ask that question, but
how does an adult male with access end up in this situation? I just want y'all to hear it one more time. And I'm going to break down why this is so important and just the unmitigated gall of this waste of life that should have been swallowed by her mother. Okay? Listen. Let's listen to it again.
between me and you, when you're over 18, if you don't have a mental disability and you keep going by somebody and y'all supposed to be praying to get away, but he keeps on grabbing your dick, thereby doing gay shit.
Yeah, she actually
Why did you keep going over there?
Yeah.
How did he end up? Because we're using the word rape.
Yeah.
How did he end up getting to that? This was an escalation. They talking about this man is alleging he was raped for about 10 years. Groomed and raped over the course of 10 years. Did you have a phone?
Giuseppe Correlate.
Did you want to call 911 and maybe hesitate on the last one?
Now, I'm going to make it personal. Since she doesn't give a damn ish about other people, I'm going to make it personal. You know, there was a black man, and God forbid if his daughter, his wife, his niece, his cousin, his grandma, this, that, and third, got raped during the Diddy trial. What he said was, that's so sad, but 911. I hope somebody knocked his ass out that day. Disrespectful. Hope he was in a coma, and hope it was hard for him to get out the hospital for recovery. See, when it comes to talking about other people, people can care less. But when you make it personal, that's when they give a fuck. Now, she said, how could he be raped for 10 years? Well, she would actually have read the court documents, which we read on our show. She would know that he was an assistant for Diane McClurkin. And Diane McClurkin abused his power, allegedly. This is still pending, right? And Diane McClurkin sent a text saying, I'm sorry for what I've done to you. Now, here's what I'm about to make it personal. When she said, did you have a phone? Did you dial 911 and hesitate on the last one if you're 18 without mental disability? There are people with disabilities being abused, taken advantage of, this, that, and third every single day. So that was an ignorant ass thing. Well, actually, no, ignorant just means like an out. She just a dumbass bitch. Because God forbid if one of her daughters get raped. Not wishing that, not wishing that, not wishing that at all. Is she going to use the same logic to her daughters? Did you have a phone? Did you dial 911 and hesitate on the last one? There is a thing as Stockholm Syndrome. There is a thing as abusers trying to eliminate contact with your family and friends. And then being Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So God forbid if Milagro's daughters go through that. That's the mother that they got. See, when I cover Milagro, it's about the facts being the facts. And I call out everybody. Men, women, children, everybody. But see, I talked with my good friend Phil yesterday when I was talking about the Paramount Skydance deal on temporary restraining order for 14 days. The merger is on hold with Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount Skydance, right? As Florentine, not Florentine, but I asked Phil rather, because that's who I was talking to, Phil. I said, Phil, do you think I'm just paid to be paid, or do you think I'm just paid with facts? He was like, no, you petty with facts. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, don't tell lies about me, I won't tell truths about you. Not to mention, she also not to mention her daughters who are funny as hell, gonna be way bigger than her. And I hope they are so wealthy they carve their mother permanently. I hope her husband has a concubine and blowing her back out from the back. Okay, listen. Now, with all that being said, right? Oh, excuse me, sorry. With all that being said, it's just very, very interesting to me that Milagro thinks that her ish don't stink when everybody else is bigger than her. I don't have to put up Lovely TV's numbers against Milagro Gramz. I don't. We all know Lovely T gets reported more often in terms of utilizing her as a reference than Milagro Gramz. Nobody uses Milagro Gramz as a reference in their shows. What the hell? I mean, you can say what you want to about Tossaway K, but at least people mention her. Hello, hello, and hello. And I just gotta say this. Even Tossaway K didn't talk about that. Now, she did what she did about mentioning Cardi B and her child having an STD, which was flagrantly disrespectful, asinine, just disgusting in every fashion. But she also sometimes is like a rare sighting of an animal in the wild. Intelligence is few and far in between, but when it's there, oh, it's a rare sighting. Like even Tasha K didn't even say that. And like I said, for her to just negate Giuseppe Corretto because his pain doesn't matter to her, that says a lot. That says a lot. If you don't care about this brother, it only makes me wonder about your children. Now I remember what I was going to say. Milagro's children, shout out to Jay Nolan. Family over fame up in this motherfucker. Love his freestyle on that. That's a great song. Milagro's children talked about that she's buying iPhone 17s, going to Barnes and Noble. That's the correct pronunciation, but Milagro said Barnes and Nobles, and also talking about a family Christmas cruise. Child, let's continue on. I can't do it. Here we go, y'all.
He's a smart bitch. Okay, well, go to the front of the class and explain to us why the fuck we sitting up here both looking crazy then. If you doing everything so right and I'm doing everything so wrong, how the fuck did we both get to a point in time where we felt like maybe I want to hang this shit up?
Okay, first of all, there are times where y'all can't even see it, damn it. We're live on tour, child. Anything can happen. Let me go back. All right, let me show y'all this here. Here we go. Once again, roll it.
So right, and I'm doing everything so wrong. How the fuck did we both get to a point in time where we felt like maybe I want to hang this shit up?
Now, hang on a second. There are times where you feel like, you know what? Maybe if I just clock out permanently, I quit this, that, and the third. That it would be nice to just rest and not care about the world. It would be nice not having to, try to make sure that the person that's smiling in your face is not all the time wanting to take your place of being a backstabber. This, that, and third. It would be nice. But the thing about YouTube, it took me a while to understand this about YouTube, right? You get to cut your teeth and showcase to people who you are, right? And I'm very proud to say, right, that I've been drinking my water, been minding my black-owned business, I've been going on tour. There's plenty of stuff to talk about. It is. It boggles my mind when you have some content creators now talking about other things because their channel is dried up. And you know it, and you just watch it like, Mitch, bitch, are you okay? Now you want to cover this? Oh, my Lord. How the mighty have fallen, rather. Giants, they do fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But Armon can hang it up when he wants to. At any time. Because people are here for him. If you hang it up, you ain't got no other options. Because every time somebody looks up your history, they're going to see that you posted a deep fake adult video about a celebrity and you got charged with defamation. You think you're going to have employment after that? No. So Armon Wiggins can have employment forever. You can't. You won't, and you never will. Let's continue. Except for the Tasha K. Boyd Show, which will feature Milagro Gramz, Nicki Minaj, Always a Loser, and Dio Whisperer, with Beth being beautifully honest, being a producer of the show. Moving on.
Well, I know how you got there,
Tell me.
bitch.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Don't want to talk. And that's why I get
Bitch,
dragged,
you
right?
got there
Because I
because
want
you
some
got
phone.
sued.
Anyway,
Because
child,
you were defending a nigga.
I'm not quitting. I'm not
That
quitting.
wouldn't even give you fucking bacon on some motherfucking.
I be wanting to quit a whole bunch of motherfucking days. But God puts.
You're in debt. So I know why you got there. Bitch, you didn't get the podcast deal. You didn't get the Joe Budden. Milagro Gramz.
By the way, Joe Budden makes $1 million a month off this Patreon. And you know how they be giving these podcast deals out from, I think it's more Spotify than Apple Music, right? But yeah, there's podcast deals going out here, there, everywhere. I think Podcast One is a big platform. Then, of course, you know, you have The Ringer. They do podcasts as well. Of course, you have Netflix doing video podcasts. You have Tubi doing SiriusXM podcasts as well. SiriusXM into podcasts. So those are some of the podcast deals that Armon Wiggins is talking about in paraphrasing.
We don't have the same thing. And I'm not even trying to brag on but girl, I am farther than you. Me and you are probably just as known, but you're known for being sued and losing and for sharing a deep fake video. Facts. And slandering, stalking, and defamation. Yeah, I might be known for more, but I'm known for my coverage at the Diddy trial.
Yep.
Foxhole. Yeah, there might have been some shit there. But at the end of the day, I have television shows, radio shows, media write-ups. You don't have any of that. Your biggest thing that you have television-wise, I'm on it. So anything you do have, I have. Except the lawsuit.
This is a mess. This is a mess for a plethora of reasons. One, they used to be really cool. They did that interview that was used against her. They were photographed at the Tory Lanez trial wearing matching Fashion Nova outfits. This is crazy, but the craziest thing is Armon literally ate Milagro up. I'm talking about dragged her down to hell. And I don't even know where this started from, why it came about, but I am with him. They're not on the same trajectory because we don't even hear about Milagro like that. And at least with Armon, he is known for his Diddy coverage, whether we thought it was good or not. It was good at first until he became, a minstrel show. But that does not negate anything. He's still doing better than her. He's in these spaces. He's on the pods. He is on the TV. He was with the Nancy Graces. So my thing is to Milagro, what is the beef? What is the beef? And sister, you put yourself here. I mean, did he lie? Tory didn't even give you $1. He didn't even give you a lawyer. He didn't want to give you his fraudulent attorneys that are wasting.
And not to mention, too, she talked about how people were sending her the Tory Lanez, info about how Tory Lanez gave money to Glorilla's sister, right? And then, everybody wants to make fun of me. He didn't give you nothing. Well, yeah. You rode hard for him, but he didn't ride hard for you. And didn't you bring up an example of, a brother that defended his sister, and his sister said, I didn't ask you to do that. First of all, that sister is a piece of shit for doing that, because that brother was a real brother. That brother has more morals and integrity and accountability in his pinky than your whole existence. You brought that up to try to do outrageous overshadowing of y'all know that example I gave. Listen, but that example can also be flipped back on you to make a loop-de-loop and pull and make your shoes look cool. And Tory Lanez didn't ask you to do that, but you were so down for him that you fucked yourself up the ass with no lube, but you bleeding and suffering. Now you crying about it. child.
Wasting his time and resources that he had. We all seen the transcripts. We all heard the calls. It's just unfortunate. And now you're indebted to Megan Thee Stallion. Unfortunate. And I keep telling y'all think y'all Tasha K, and Tasha K has proven to y'all not even on the same level, let alone in the same trajectory. And it's unfortunate because Milagro used to be that girl. Like, when it came to this internet stuff, she used to run the internet. She was like the, what's a good thing? She was like the Rihanna of the internet.
You know, you look so dumb right now. Get gone, you better hurry up. You put on quite a show. Really had me going. That was quite a show. Very entertaining. Curtains finally closing. Very entertaining. But it's over now. But it's over now. Go on and take a bow. The Rihanna of the internet, Couture Bay, I love you, but child, I'm going to just give you love, grace, and space, because no. She's like the Stacey Dash of the internet. Happy Black History Month, everyone. Oscars looking ass. No disrespect to the Oscars, okay? But y'all remember Stacey Dash came out during the Oscars and said Happy Black History Month. That's Milagro. She feel like she can pop outside and nobody will throw tomatoes at her. Oh, brother, this girl stinks.
I truly believe that because she was captivating. She was funny. People just ate it up. But now she's become a loser. It is what it is. It is what it is. Armon, ate down to the ground. I can't even get upset because she came for you. But what are your thoughts on this Space Squad? Isn't this crazy that they're fighting again? It's so unfortunate. But comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, host.
Gimbals. They're great for getting stable and smooth footage, whether you're shooting on your DSLR or mirror.
BMH too, a great company. Basically, if you are a independent, creator, filmmaker, what have you, that is the best buy for everything else. If you want to be in the industry, B&H, and they are great people. So shout out to B&H. All right, y'all. So I got Megan's response. Shout out to Document Teams. Okay, here we go. It's not long. It's not long at all. So this was filed yesterday. Shout out to Document Teams. He's on vacation, but he just popped in for a little bit, and we love a pop-in. So shout out to Document Teams. Hopefully the vacations go well, brother. Appellee's response in opposition to plaintiff's motion to stay briefing schedule and hold appeal in abeyance. Right here, plaintiff appellee Megan Pete responds to opposition to defendant appellate Milagro Elizabeth Cooper's motion to stay briefing schedule and hold appeal in abeyance. The motion, for the reasons set forth here in the motion, should be denied. Introduction. Appellate asked this court to suspend her own appeal indefinitely with no date certain so that the district court may first rule on Rule 60B6 motion that appellate filed 7 months after adverse jury heard, 40 days after amended final judgment, and 9 days after the district court denied her motion to stay enforcement of that judgment. The premise of the request is that the federal rules indicative ruling procedure functions as intended only if the appeal does not proceed. Appellate has it backwards. Ooh, child. But she said she wasn't a journalist, though. But yes, she tried to get the journalist new media claim, too. You know what I mean? But it was determined in the pretrial, right, that she was not new media. And she didn't fight against it until the trial actually started getting going. And she recognized all those checks that she made her ass couldn't cash none of them. She argues that the appeal must be paused so the district can rule on her motion first. But the rules she relies on, Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 62.1 and Federal Rule Appellate Procedure 12.1, were created to let the district court consider a post-judgment motion without pausing the appeal. Without pausing the appeal. So guess what? The payment of $75,000 is still in place for Milagro. The reason that those rules exist is that the filing appeal strips the district court of power to grant such a motion on its own. So the rules let the district court review the motion, and if it is inclined to grant relief, say so. At which point, the appeals court can decide whether to send the case back. That process is designed to run alongside the appeal, not to halt the appeal. Run alongside the appeal, not halt the appeal. Run alongside the appeal, not to halt the appeal. Run alongside the appeal, not to halt the appeal, rather. Filing a Rule 60B motion in the district court, therefore, does nothing to this appeal. Neither does it stop the briefing schedule, nor extends any deadline. Nor do the traditional state factors help appellate. She bears the burden of making out a clear case of hardship, inequity, and she identifies none. The only hardship asserted is that she may have to brief her own appeal. The efficacy rationale fails on her own terms because the underlying Rule 66 motion seeks to vacate a jury verdict based on alleged appearance of partiality inferred from social media posts concerning non-parties. As explained in plaintiff's district court opposition, that motion is meritless, untimely, and waived. A stay here would simply delay resolution of an appeal from a judgment that plaintiff obtained from a jury more than 7 months ago. Background: a jury found appellate liable to appellee for defamation per se, promoting an altered sexual depiction in violation of federal law, and intentional infliction of emotional distress on December 1st, 2025, DE 226. The district court entered final judgment on December 2nd, 2025, DE 227. Shout out to Jack A. Harry and that great cast there. Yes, indeed. By the way, did y'all know that's a side note, Designing Women, one of the houses, the outside of it was filmed in Little Rock, Arkansas? Well, you know your history, everybody. And after resolving post-trial briefing that the parties had expressly reserved, entered a amended final judgment on counts 1, 2, and 3 on May 29th, 2026, and warrant appellate $75,000. DE 317-318. Appellate first noticed this appeal on January 2nd, 2026 from the original judgment, DE 283, and filed an amended notice of appeal on June 30th, 2026. From the amended final judgment and the rulings merged in it, DE 324, neither notice raised any question about the district judge's impartiality. The theory that appellate now press arose on her telling only after she lost on June 29th, 2026. The district court denied appellate's motion to stay enforcement of the amended final judgment or reduce the superseded bond. DE 323, 323. 9 days later, on July 8th, 2026, appellate filed a motion under Rule 60B6 asking the district court to vacate both judgments based on an asserted appearance of partiality under 28 U.S.C. United States Code 455A, together with a request for indicative rule under Rule 62.1. A3DE 328, 329. The theory: the presiding judge's spouse is a partner at Holland and Knight LLP, and other lawyers at that firm represent Desiree Perez, the CEO of Appellate's management company, and a non-party in an unrelated case before a different judge. Therefore, the judgment should be vacated. So, as you guys may or may not know, Desiree Perez has been in a lawsuit with her daughter. Okay, that's been a thing that's been happening for a while, right? And in addition to that, there was a whole nother case, right? And so Milagro thought that 1 + 2 = 3, but of course the judge was like, we're not doing this. And I showed y'all the comments off of Twitter. By the way, I do have some, more comments here. And I'll show you here in just a little bit. But for you to assume that the spouse of Judge Altor Konga because you assume the judge's spouse works for a law firm that also works for Desiree Perez, and that means that influenced Joe case. Child. Magic mirror on the wall. Da, 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 da. I don't judge, I just reflect. So what you see is what you get. All right, they chose. Now off you go. Did I say I leave? No, but aren't you done with all your questioning? Why must I endure riff-raff? Because villains always get the last laugh. Shout out to Villains Unfairly Ever After. That rap at the end of the show and the magic mirror are the two best things about that show. But I brought up that part of the show of, all right, they chose their decision. Now off you go. And Milagro say, did I say I'm leaving now? But it's like, the show is done. Like, what's wrong with you? Anyway, oh my God. Appellee's opposition to that motion is due July 21st, which is today. And will demonstrate that the motion fails on the merits and is untimely and was waived and identifies no extraordinary circumstances. So, like I said, the appellee, right? The appellee right here is Pete. The appellant is Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, right? So let's go back right here. So yes, appellee, one more time. Sorry. Appellee, Megan Pete. Appellant, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper. Cooper rather. Megan Pete, appellee, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, appellant. Let's keep going. Appellant does not seek the district judge's recusal from anything. She seeks only matter of the judgment she lost. 2 days after filing the Rule 60B6 motion, appellant filed the present motion asking this court to stay the briefing schedule. Appellant's opening brief is due August 10th, 2026. You gotta pay money by my birthday? Oh my God. You know what, Megan? I will gladly share my birthday with you. This is the birthday of where bitch better have her money. Pay you what you are. Shout out to Queen Riri and the Riri Navy, okay? But really it's the Riri Cavalry child. But hold the appeal in abeyance until the district court rules with no outer limit. Argument A, appellant's Rule 60B6 motion neither stays this appeal nor tolls any deadline. Nothing about the pendency of a Rule 60B motion suspends an appeal. The only interaction that the rules recognize between a Rule 60 motion and appellate timing is Federal Rule of Appellate Procedure 4A4AVI, under which a Rule 60 motion tolls the time to file a notice of appeal, and then only if the motion is filed no later than 28 days after judgment is entered. Appellate Rule 60B6 motion was filed on July 8th, 2026, 40 days after the May 29th, 2026 amended final judgment, and more than 7 months after the original final judgment. It tolls nothing. No rule extends or suspends the briefing schedule of an appeal already pending. The indicative ruling framework confirms the point because a notice of appeal confers jurisdiction on the Court of Appeals and divests the district court of control over the aspects of the case involved in the appeal. See Greg's Provided Consumer Discount Co. Rule 60.1 authorizes the district court to entertain post-judgment motion that it lacks authority to grant express, empowers it to defer considering the motion denied or state that it would grant it or that it raises a substantial issue. Federal R Civil P 62.1A Rule 12.1 in turn requires nothing of this court unless the district court states that it would grant the motion or it raises a substantial issue. Only then does the question of remand even arise. Federal R App P 12.1b. The rules therefore contemplate that the appeal and the district court proceedings will continue in parallel. The appeal proceeds while the district court considers the motion. Appellant assertion that the procedure functions as intended only if the appeal does not proceed to full briefing as it exactly backwards. So the rules intended appellate proceedings to halt whenever Rule 62.1 motions filed below every judgment there could suspend her own appeal at will by filing a post-judgment motion, however meritless. The rules create no such mechanism. This court should not create one by discretionary stay on this record. See, this is what happens when you lick the puppy, you get hit in the mouth. Shout out to Tamar Esting Braxton. B, appellate can't carry her burden under Lattice. Her only side authority, which vacated a stay on facts stronger than these. The motion entirely rests on Landis versus North American Co. side for the general proposition that courts have the inherent power to stay proceedings. Notably, in Landis, the Supreme Court vacated the stay under review. The court held that the party seeking a stay must make out a clear case of hardship or inequity in being required to go forward. If there is even a fair possibility that the stay for which he praised will work damage to someone else, and that a stay immoderate in scope or duration is an abuse of discretion. Even the stay at issue in Landis was narrower than what appellant seeks, and the Supreme Court still vacated it. There, the stay was to last only until a designated test case resolved the identical constitutional question, so the court knew exactly what it was waiting for and why. Appellant's request to stay has none of those features. It waits on a motion that raises no issue now before this court. It has no fixed endpoint, and it is tethered to a district court filing whose defects are apparent on its face. If the Landis stay was too much, this one is far more. So this court applies the same principle. A stay that is indefinite in scope is immoderate and impermissible. And the burden of establishing the need for a stay rests at all times on the movement. Appellant identifies no hardship other than the obligation to brief the appeal she herself filed, an ordinary incident of appellate litigation, not the clear case of hardship or inequity that Landis demands. The prejudice to appellee, by contrast, is concrete. Appellee holds a jury verdict that is now more than 7 months old, and she has a strong interest in seeing this appeal resolved promptly and with finality. Basically, I'm sick of you, your bullshit, and all your jiving. Pay me, or otherwise, I will indefinitely make sure that your feet cannot handle any temperature when you walk outside. Man. Isn't it amazing how Megan unnecessarily got powed in the foot, but Milagro's getting powed in the foot for not being able to go outside socially, of course. She got powed in the foot socially. She got powed in the foot socially. She got powed in the foot socially. Oh, you got to be quicker than that. But yeah, it's just interesting how Milagro made fun of Megan for what she went through. But now that Milagro is going through what she's going through based on her own demise, that now she's big mad at everybody. I'm just giving facts. This is why I read the whole document. Because at that point, you can't do nothing to me. What you gonna do? Your Honor, he keep talking about me. Braylon just keep being mean to me. It's like, okay, well, Judge, Mr. Lee, would you like to pull up your YouTube channel? Absolutely. Let me pull up my YouTube channel and show you what I do, if you don't mind. Okay, well, I see that's Netflix and Ryan Clark there. I see you talking about Milagro there, but I also see Housewives. I see Paramount. I see Stephen A. Smith, WWE, Shane Gillis, 47, Wendy Williams, Survivor, House of Mouse Expo, Princess Tia. I see Hard Hustle Houston. I see Alicia Brown, the crazy bitch. I see Verizon. I see Alvin the Chipmunks, the Bozeman family, D23, the Emmys, Howard Stern, Not Marshall Washington. I see you did something called Jumper Crawl. What is that? Oh, well, Jumper Crawl means we are just jumpers jumping from different locations, but we're doing a crawl as well and just staying at different places around the world. Oh, so you use EarthCam to jump to different locations, and you also are doing a crawl just going from here, there, and everywhere. Okay, I like that. Then I see Baller Alert Creator Network. What's that? Well, Baller Alert has a creator network where they're looking for content creators to join the Baller Alert family and amplify their voices and everything else. Also, you provide an opportunity. Oh, that's great. The CW, I see you try to give them some direction. I see you talk about D23. I see you talk about Lee Dales, Nolan Wells, Michael Jackson, Alicia Brown, Lunel, Walmart, and, Paramount again. I see Real Housewives of Atlanta, Hard Hustle Houston. I see that you talked about Disney Plus having a free tier. I see that you talked about Essence. I see you talked about the Emmys being black, iHeartMedia, Payola, Nolan Wells, Netflix. I see you talked about YouTube television. See Milagro Gramz again, Obama, Disney, Kiara Sheard, Ashley Bryant, students, Delta Airlines, Savannah James, Epic Universe, Workforce, and Why Did I Get Married Again? Then you did Math Time on NDIRE and Young Miami. Milagro, he talks about other things. No, all he does is talk about me. Well, as I'm looking at his channel, Milagro, I see that he has a range that you don't have the capacity, capability, comprehension of brain cells from the brain to do what he does. So I'm going to throw this case out, and you're already paying. Ooh, well, you can't pay yourself because you can't make no money. But you already pay me the salary $75,000. I want you to pay Braylon Lee $20 million. Oh, and you know what Megan's gonna say? You know what? That's okay. You know what? Listen, I want to hire Braylon to be the creative director of Hot Girl Media, and I'm gonna give him $20 million. So actually, that's $40 million coming to him. So yeah, so Milagro's gonna give 20. I'm gonna give 20. Okay, well, that doesn't cancel out. Well, Judge, if Megan is giving Braylon $20 million, that means I don't gotta give 20. Oh no, you still gotta pay Braylon. Megan's just doing that because she won't be a kind individual. Moving on. That's how that case would go. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna sue me over court documents? Child, please. Moving on. And definite stay would defer that resolution while appellate continues a series of post-judgment maneuvers. First, a motion to stay enforcement, which was denied. Then a motion to vacate filed 9 days after that denial, and now requested this court pause the appeal in deference to that motion where there is at least a fair possibility that delay will harm the opposing party. And here there is far more than a possibility. Land displaces the burden on the movement to justify the state. The appellate has not carried it. And then C, a stay in service of a Maryland Rule 60B6 motion conserves nothing. Appellate's efficacy argument assumes the underlying motion has a realistic prospect of producing an indicative ruling in favor of her. It does not, for reasons that appellee has set out in full in the district court and summarizes here. First, the 455 theory fails on the merits. Neither the presiding judge nor her spouse nor his firm has any interest in the outcome of this case. Noah Holland and Knight Law has ever appeared in it. The firm's client, Ms. Perez, is not a party to it, and Ms. Perez's separate litigation is pending before a different judge. Every authority that appellant invokes involved a far closer connection than anything here. Oh my God! The judge served himself as a trustee of a university. In this case, right here, in Lichtenberg versus Health Services Acquisition Corp., which is the case Milagro Gramz is trying to use to get out of being responsible for the hell she caused to herself. The judge himself served as a trustee of a university that stood to gain financially from the outcome of the very case before him. In SCA Services Incorporated versus Morgan, the judge's brother was a partner in the firm serving as counsel of record in the case the judge was deciding. Nothing of that kind is present here. Indeed, in Parker versus Steel Company cited in appellant's own motion, this court declined to vacate the judgment, even though the judge's son was an associate at the firm representing a part in that very case, holding that any 455A concern was harmless under the same legitimate factors appellate invokes. Almost done, y'all. Second, the motion is untimely and appellate's argument is waived. Disqualification claims must be raised at the earliest possible moment after obtaining knowledge of facts demonstrating the basis for such a claim. Summers versus Singletary. By the motion's own account, appellate's entire theory was published on Twitter on September 27, 2025, 7 weeks before trial. I would say X for the document, but child, we all know that platform is still Twitter. That bird, that blue bird, and what a tweet is, has more social capital than a letter of the alphabet. Okay? All right, moving on. While appellant was represented by 7 weeks before trial, while appellant was represented by counsel and opposed expressly discussing presiding judge Ms. Perez, even on appellant's own telling that she learned of the theory May 29, 2026. Then she spent the following month asking the district judge for discretionary relief on her stay of enforcement motion without a word about disqualification, raising the issue only after that motion was denied. Denied. It's been dismissed. It's been dismissed. It's been dismissed. It's been dismissed. Shout out to Chef Don giving you the real tea. Those are two great damn songs. Oh my God. That sequence reflects tactics, not diligence or intelligence, I might add. The Rule 60B6 affords no relief from free, calculated, and deliberate choices, Ackerman versus United States. Third, the supplemental facts in Exhibit D. We know a whole Exhibit D went through Milagro Gramz allegedly. But moving on, I notice, I did say allegedly, Exhibit D went through Milagro Gramz allegedly, but let's roll on. A note subsequently docket in the district court without leave make appellate's position worse. Not there. Appellate first asserts that Holland and Knight, through its Houston office, Milagro Gramz is in Houston, Texas, previously represented appellee in Harris County litigation, but her own exhibits identify those actions as disposed final, and the latest identified action was dismissed with prejudice before this lawsuit was filed. That concluded representation is even more accentuated than the relationships found insufficient to require disqualification in S.J. Groves and Sons Code. Appellate distinguished those decisions below on the ground that the engagements at issue had ended. She cannot now rely on a representation that ended before this lawsuit began to establish an appearance of partiality. So basically what she's saying is, after the verdict and everything else, now you can't come back and say that there has been impartiality on your case when everything has been adjudicated, the appeals have been filed, this, that, and the third, and the judgment was laid. Because this theory should have been during the trial, but now, because you can't handle the fiery furnace, now you're trying to get out of it. Moving on. Nor is this fact new. Appellate's exhibits show that Holland Knight's reputation of appellee was reported in the entertainment press by 2022 and appeared on public Harris County documents well before trial. Appellant's other supplemental assertions are equally unraveling. Holland and Knight's 2026 representation of Rock Nation in an unrelated Texas litigation involved No party to this case and no issue presented in this appeal. January 2024 administrative orders even further removed. 9 months before this lawsuit was filed, the chief judge appointed 12 members, 2 judges, government lawyers, court staff, and several private practitioners. One of them a Holland and Knight partner, to a committee studying the district jury pools. No reasonable observer could infer partiality from a full representation that ended before this lawsuit, unrelated representation of a non-party 2 years later, or routine administrative appointment made before this case existed. So here's the thing, right? Dr. Phil did this for a very long time, right? You guys remember when Dr. Phil, did, Oprah's, beef trial. By the way, shout out to Not That Good Girl. She did a documentary on Oprah. I got finished watching it. But with that being said, Dr. Phil, his job was to research jury pools and talk to them and see what they know, what they don't know, this, that, and the third. Now, after that research is done, you can choose who you want on the jury, but then that has to go through a process to be approved. So, I mean, sincerely, Milagro is grasping at straws, darling. Grasping at straws. Grasping at straws. Let's continue on. Because of the underlying motion will not survive staying, this appeal in deference to it does not conserve resources. On the contrary, it will add months of delay to an appeal that can and should proceed on schedule if, contrary to all indications that the district court were to state that the motion raises a substantial issue or that it will grant relief. Rule 12.1a provides a mechanism. Appellate notifies circuit clerk, and this court decides whether to remand that sequencing reactive to an indicative ruling if one issues rather than presume one is the procedure that the rules prescribe. The appellate's own conduct created any time pressure. The scheduling conflict appellate describes is limited. She created it herself. On her own account, appellate's opposition to Rule 66 motion is due July 21st. That's today. So, like I said, appellee is Megan P. Appellant is Milagro Elizabeth Cooper. So, basically, Megan's good, right? Appellate's reply falls about a week later on or about July 28th, and her opening brief in this court is not due until August 10th, my birthday. This leaves the district court time to rule, including simply to deny the motion under Rule 62.182, 62.182 rather, before appellate opening brief comes due. Any overlap that remains a product of appellate's own time. And she waited 40 days after the amended final judgment to file her Rule 60B6 motion. Oh, it's gonna rain 40 days and 40 nights. She thought the 40 days and 40 nights that, oh, God, you're here after the 41st day. And the devil was like, no, bitch, I'm here. Moving on. Okay. And she filed it only after the district court denied her motion to stay enforcement. Then she waited 2 more days before asking this court to stay the appeal. Having chosen when to file each of those motions, appellate cannot use the resulting calendar as reason to suspend the appeal she filed, nor does her former counsel withdraw supply one. Yeah, her counsel withdrawal, by the way. So she has no counsel. She's doing this all pro se. Any problems her former counsel's withdrawal cause concern her own compliance with this court's requirements. The missing civil appeal statement, for instance, not the Rule 60B6 motion, and not whether the appeal should be plausible. The court concludes that appellant is entitled to some accommodation. The answer is a short fixed extension of her open brief deadline. A new date certain is not an open-ended freeze of the whole appeal. An extension keeps the appeal on a schedule. The court and the parties can plan around. What appellant asks for instead is a stay with no end date lasting until the district court happens to rule on a motion this court cannot control the timing of. That is the kind of open-ended immodest stay that Landis and Ortega Torulio hold a court may not enter. Conclusion. In conclusion, Appellant's Rule 60B6 motion says nothing tolls nothing, and for reasons set out above in appellate's district court opposition will change nothing. Plaintiff appellee respectfully requests that the court deny the motion to stay briefing schedule and hold appeal in abeyance in its entirety, maintain the current briefing schedule. And then this is a certificate of compliance. This response complies with the type volume limitation of Federal Rule Appellate Procedure 27D2A because excluding the parts of the document exempted by Federal Rule Appellate Procedure 32F. This document contains 3,037 words. This response also complies with the typeface requirements of Federal Rule Appellate Procedure 32A5 and the type style requirements of Federal Rule Appellate Procedure 32A6 because it has been prepared in a proportionally spaced typeface using Microsoft Word 14-point Times New Roman. Basically, they said, bitch, you don't know that your document needs to contain a certain amount of words. It needs to be a type font too. Oh my God. Ooh, I live for being petty with facts. Oh my Lord. This certificate of service, I hereby certify that on July 20th, I electronically filed the foregoing with the clerk of the court using the court's CMECF system, served a true and correct copy on defendant appellant Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, pro se. Now, listen, this is a public document, okay? You know, document Ting's Twitter account and get this. I am not doxing Milagro Gramz. I just want that to be very, 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 very unequivocally clear. I'm not doxing Milagro Gramz. I'm just reading the document as it is, okay? By U.S. mail, postage prepaid, and by email, addressed as follows: Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, 21175 Tomball Parkway, hashtag 529 Houston, Texas 77070, Milagro Gramz at gmail.com, okay? Alejandro Brito. So I believe that's one of the lawyers for this thing, right? So just that's the those are the documents, right here. And of course, Brito, a counsel for appellee, that is the lawyer that is working for Megan Pete. So with that being said, I got some things I want y'all to hear real quick. I just want you to listen. Here we go.
Because you guys, I'm just so over all this shit. I'm not lying to you. Like, we'll do a whole show, and I won't even bring up the motherfucking campaign. Because, I just want everybody to just move on. Like, come on.
Not happening.
Come on. Grab
here, there, or anywhere. Please. No, your hand is poisoned.
So
I'm good.
I'm really, like, anti the whole fucking thing, but I gotta still bring it up, bitch, because it's still a situation. But that's on me. That's on me, because I haven't even been saying nothing. And I just, tired doesn't even begin. It's just so, I'm just so far removed that when it comes to that situation, I'm like a shell. Like, I'm just numb to, like, please, Lord Jesus. And then somebody, I'll be feeling like people be trying to rage bait me because there is never a day in this life I want anyone to think that I would try to do something to undercut Tory. Please get that out of your head. Please.
So you say you didn't come against that girl, you didn't work with that nigga to come against that girl, but you just said you would do anything to undercut Tory Lanez. Do you not know how dumb your ass is? This can be used against you.
And I want to say another thing real quick. Me and Tia had a moment where we weren't seeing eye to eye. And so I feel like that's just because this setting comes with a lot of confusion sometimes. But that's an issue that, was present yesterday. Because you guys, I'm just so over all this shit. I'm not lying to you.
Like, we'll do a whole show, and I won't even bring up the motherfucking campaign. Because,
shout out to where Milagro.
Move on, like, come on, just come on. Grab my hand, and let's just please come on. So I'm really like anti the whole fucking thing, but I gotta still bring it up, bitch, because it's still a situation. But that's on me, because I haven't even been saying nothing, and I just try. Tired doesn't even begin. It's just so. I'm just so far removed that when it comes to that situation, I'm like a shell. Like, I'm just numb to, like, please, Lord Jesus. And then somebody, I be feeling like people be trying to rage bait me, because there is never a day in this life where I want anyone to think that I would try to do something to undercut Tori. Please get that out of your head. Please. And I want to say another thing real quick.
One more time.
Because you guys, I'm just so over all this shit. I'm not lying to you. Like, we'll do a whole show, and I won't even bring up the motherfucking campaign. Because, I just want everybody to just move on. Like, come on, just come on. Grab my hand, and let's just please come on. So I'm really like anti the whole fucking thing, but I gotta still bring it up, bitch, because it's still a situation. But that's on me, because I haven't even been saying nothing. And I just try. Tired doesn't even begin. It's just so, I'm so far removed that when it comes to that situation, I'm like a shell. Like, I'm just numb to, like, please, Lord Jesus. And then somebody, I be feeling like people be trying to rage bait me, because there is never a day in this life where I want anyone to think that I would try to do something to undercut Tori. Please get that out of your head. Please. And I want to say another. Because you guys, I'm just so over all this shit.
You know, when you allow yourself to be strange fruit, you can't. Fruit, at this point, you're just asking for it. This can be used against her very thoroughly. I guess she's not done being taken through there, huh? Shout out to where Milagro. Shout out to Lady Day 911. Funny how the crowdfunding has suddenly gone quiet. Does she collect enough to float her bills for a while, or did the thought of people asking questions about where the money went make the fundraiser disappear? Amazing how quickly the begging stops when accountability starts knocking.
All right, guys, seriously, this is your last chance. You have.
Oh my God. Like, girl. And here's the clip
so
here.
He thinks he's a smart bitch. Okay, well, go to the front of the class and explain to us why the fuck we sitting up here both looking crazy then. If you doing everything so right and I'm doing everything so wrong, how the fuck did we both get to a point in time where we felt like maybe I want to hang this shit up?
Well, I know how you got
Tell me. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Don't want to talk. And that's why I get dragged, right? No, that's a phone. Anyway, child,
you were defending a nigga.
I'm not quitting.
Yeah, you fucking bacon on some motherfucking.
I be wanting to quit a whole bunch of motherfucking days. But God put.
You're in debt. So I know why you got there. Bitch, you didn't get the podcast deal. You didn't get the Joe Budden. Milagro Gramz. We don't have the same thing.
Not at all.
And I'm not even trying to brag on but girl, I am farther than you.
And it is.
Me and you are probably just as known. You're known for being sued and losing, and for sharing a deep fake video and slandering, stalking, and defamation. Yeah, I might be known for moral, but I'm known for my coverage of the Diddy trial, Foxhole. Yeah, there might have been some shit there, but at the end of the day, I have television shows, radio shows, media write-ups. You don't have any of that. Your biggest thing that you have television-wise, I'm on it. So anything you do I have, except the lawsuit.
That part right there. Now, this just came in,
So
right?
he thinks he's a smart bitch. You want to know something? I know.
So
I know it's so many.
So let me stop right here. So shout out to the Black Regina George on Twitter. Milagro Gramz is expressing how she knows there are people praying for her. Child said no one ever. She says if it wasn't for the prayer, she would be in a psych ward. Well, I mean, are you a man that you crazy, deranged, and need to be put down socially, of course? Oh, you got me quicker than that. Because this stuff has been a lot. She wants her arms to imagine how it feels to get dog piled on every day for years, especially. Just like you did to Megan Thee Stallion, but okay, child. Listen, this just came in.
You want to know something? I know it's so many people praying for me because I ain't in a psych ward.
The lies you tell.
That's how I know.
In the words of Tamar Esteem Braxton.
Because this stuff has been a lot. I don't think that's fair to say. So I definitely feel like there are good people just praying for my sanity. Because imagine, and right, wrong, going different. Imagine getting dog piled on.
No, it's right that you're getting dog piled on because of the wrong that you did, and indifferent because right is right, wrong is wrong. Let's continue.
Like, fuck on my face with this shit. And then on the type of scale that the shit be on, you know?
So that just came in.
You want to know something? And yes, my crybaby ass is well enough.
Oh, let's not forget this.
Rod's so motherfucking down bad for the shit that she has done against me after I showed up for her every fucking week. I never let nobody get in my head about the fact that I should have never been there because of however people felt about that fucking platform, with it being boring or anything else. I never tried to outshine. I always gave her fucking respect. So it does make me upset to know that this industry is full of people that when you don't do what the fuck they want you to do, this is what the fuck they do. I have expressed to you before, one of the hardest things about this shit, which is comical coming from me because I give my opinions on people, but the feelings are still the same. People deciding who I am and telling me, this is you, and this is what you did, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When anybody with a fucking brain knows this bullshit. You know that I did not work with that nigga to come against that fucking girl, but you knew you had more money, so you pressed me. These hoes know I did not sit up inside to see no motherfucking court, but bitch, your platform dry today.
But you said this though.
Because you guys, I'm just so over all this shit, and I just tired doesn't even begin.
Wait for it.
It's just so. I'm just so far removed.
Wait.
That when it comes to that situation, I'm like a shell.
Remember what she just said.
Remember
what she just said, that she did not go with that nigga to come against that girl. Listen.
No, I'm too, like, please, Lord Jesus. And then somebody, I be feeling like people be trying to rage bait me because there is never a day in this life where I want anyone to think that I would try to do something to undercut Tory. Please get that out of your head.
You stupid. I'm gonna show you these things, y'all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head on out, y'all, because oh my God, just idiot. So, give me a moment because I want y'all to see this, child. I do. I definitely want y'all to see this because I'm just
you guys, I'm just so over all this shit.
Hang on.
I'm not lying to you. Like, we'll do a whole show, and I won't even bring up the motherfucking campaign. No one went.
This is my little. Give me a moment, y'all. Okay, right here. I want y'all to see this, right? Now, this is what Milagro said. Except the lawsuit, the one time his cowardice served him well. Oh, his cowardice. Oh, my Lord. Not you being mad, child. If anyone cared enough about the things he said and filed a suit against him, he would be able to show every time he has said the complete opposite. I'm sure he'd get thrown out. You will never make me feel bad for standing for something I believed in. Well, that's true, but you are feeling the weight of how bad it is to pay money that you don't have because of the hell that you brought upon yourself, right? We know it would never be you. You ain't built like that. And bitch, neither are you. He used me to try to boost his clip page he made for himself. Boy, bye. I guess this popped up for me because my name is in. Thank God for that. Not interested, bud. Okay, child. You can stand for what you believe in without defaming people. LOL. Armon Wiggins stands firm in his belief. He's just not deeply invested enough to owe anyone $75,000. Shout out to Aesthetic Bay. Well done, and well motherfucking done to you. I just wanted to say that. I just can't bullshit. All right, so, and of course, right here, Mob, so sorry. Armon is on irrelevant list from here on out. I'm sure I'll continue to be his content because I get the bitches going. But the shit he does is so dry. I look like a lame hoe when I respond to him. Can't have that. Well, you called yourself a lame hoe. Nobody else did. Mind you, he was responding to something you said about him first. You always talking about him first, then attack afterwards. It's weird. Shout out to Tia as well. Y'all, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. One love, much love. Oh, sorry, y'all. Y'all can't even see it. Right here. Let me just show y'all. My bad. Mom, I'm so sorry. Armon is on our relevant list here on out. I'm sure I'll continue to be his content because I get the bitches going. But the shit he does is so dry. I look like a lame hoe when I respond to him. Can't have that. Like I said, it takes one to know one, rather. Mind you, he was responding to something you said about him first. You always talk about him first and then attack afterwards. It's weird. Shout out to Tia. Shout out to Tia. Shout out to Tia. And then, of course, right here, except the lawsuit, the one time his cowardice served him well. If anyone cared enough about the things he said and filed a lawsuit against him, he'll be able to show every time he said the opposite. I'm sure he'll get thrown out. You'll never make me feel bad for standing for something I believed in. We know it would never be you. You ain't built like that. Using me to try boost his clip page he made for himself. Boy, bye. I guess it's popped up for him because my name is in. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Not interested, but and then of course Bay right here. I said Bay said you can stand for what you believe in without defaming people. LOL. Armon Wiggins stands firm in his beliefs. He's just not deeply invested enough to owe anyone $75,000 with the baseball emoji. Well done. Well done and well done. Y'all, that is it for me. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love is right back to you. I'll see you back here tonight 7:30. I know I usually come at 6, but I just gotta do something that's just child, I just can't wait to just do it and get over with. It ain't gonna be nothing crazy though. But with that said, I'll see y'all at 7:30 for this conversation here. Netflix could be doing a free tier. Then Ryan Clark got fired mid-show during NFL Live. But I got a solution for Ryan Clark. I do. We'll talk about that tonight. 7:30. One love, much love, all love. Once again, I feel the love is in the right back to you. Bye, everybody.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe. A new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery. An isle of fire-breathing excitement. A shadowy world of monsters and mystery. New wonders in the wizarding world. And a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking? Are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light gotta be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong, in the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them, a weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status, or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.